Welcome back to Ryan's Road Fitness. Welcome to my home, or my kitchen. And we're here because in this series we're going to cover the fundamentals to beginning calisthenics from home. So before we get into it, we're going to need a couple of things. The main thing being a door frame pull-up bar. Door frame pull-up bar because we're at home. You can get different variants of these, but this is your most basic one. And I'll link it below in the description. Along with some gymnastics rings. Now with these two pieces of equipment, we're going to be able to get through pretty much everything you can or will need to do with calisthenics. It's only really when we get to advanced movements, which I'm not even there myself yet, that you're kind of going to need to get something else. Just for things like muscle ups, you know, when you get above the bar, you can't get above the bar when it's in a door frame. But for what we're going to be doing, door frame pull-up bar, gymnastics rings, done. While we're here, I just want to make a quick little note about resistance bands. Now they do come in different thicknesses. So the thickest I have is the green, then going down to the purple, then the black, and then the red. So you can already kind of see, you're going to use the thickest one you need for your body weight. So there is a quick little hack if you just want to buy a bunch of bands. Now I think there are different brands of bands that do thicker ones. So if you wanted to, you could just start with your door frame pull-up bar, with your thickest band, put between your feet, and just doing pull-ups with your bands and working your way down until you're using the smallest band and eventually none. If you want to do it that way, you can do. If you don't want to go buying all different size bands and having them lying around your house, then we'll use the progressions that we'll go through in this video. Part 1, pull-ups. And to start with the pull-ups, we're going to begin with an Australian pull-up or an incline pull-up. And the way we achieve that at home is we're going to use our gymnastics rings off of our door frame pull-up bar. And we're going to set the rings to around waist height. And then we're going to bring ourselves down, and what you can do is walk yourself up or down until you're at an angle that you're comfortable with, that you can achieve, let's say, up to 5 pull-ups with the Australian pull-up. Now the aim is eventually you'll get down to a nice 45-degree angle, and once you can achieve around 8 to 10, that's where we'll get onto the next progression. After the Australian pull-up, we're going to get onto the jump negative pull-up. Now, this is where the way we're going to do it is, instead of you having to use your strength to pull your body weight up, we're going to substitute that with the jump. So that's going to get us up to the top of the bar, and then we're going to come down controlled to the bottom. Now, you don't have to go as slow as you can, although that would be better, but we're just going to go it controlled. Again, once you get to the bottom then, drop to the floor, grab the bar, jump up again, to again substitute using your strength to get to the top of the bar, and gently lower yourself down in a controlled manner. Comfortable with your jump negative pull-ups, our next progression is the resistance band pull-up. Now as we mentioned earlier, resistance band can be used for assistance or resistance. So in this case we're going to be using the bands to add some assistance to us. So we're going to throw the band over the bar, whatever band you've chosen, whatever thickness. We're going to put it between our feet and step onto the band. I do like to pull it wide first and bring it down with my arms and then step into it. And now because we're using a door frame pull-up bar, you're going to want to have your feet in the band, and then what I'd like to do is tuck the band between my knees, keep them at a slight kink until your arms are enough of a kink until your arms are straight, and then begin your pull-ups. Once you're comfortable with your resistance band pull-ups and you're achieving about 8 to 10, this is where we're going to move on to an actual pull-up. I don't need to tell you much about this, but we're going to get rid of the band, move your rings out of the way, we're going to grab that bar, we're going to make sure our shoulders are back, or scapula is back, and we're going to go for a nice controlled pull-up. We're going to aim for 3 to 5, and that's it. Once you've got to that stage, you're doing your pull-ups. Now going on from this, to add more resistance or add weight, the ways you can do this is with a weighted belt or a weight vest. So that's part 1 of beginning calisthenics from home. So I hope you found that useful with the pull-ups. I hope you're going to go and try some of those yourself if you haven't done a pull-up yet, or maybe you want to work up to your first set of 10 pull-ups. Comment down below what you thought of the video, if there's anything that's helpful, if anything you thought might be, maybe you know progression that I don't. Let's get it in the comments, let's help people get to doing their first pull-ups. As always, subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with future uploads. Give it a like if you want to, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, don't like it, it's fine. But I'll see you in the next one. Part 1. Basic materials, shit. My phone ringing. Sorry, bidding on some Lego. Not just any Lego, Benny's spaceship. Spaceship! 4 minutes left on the winning bidder. You've been on the whole time. Jesus.